What is going on, DC Fitness Squad? Hope you're all doing well and amazing today. It's your coach Danny C coming at you live, and today we're going to be talking about it's not fun being the big guy. And I could resonate, being 30 pounds heavier at one point. I could relate with some individuals that are going through the same things, being called the big guy or the big friend or something like that, and they kind of try to hide it, but it's kind of hard. Rob, what is going on? I'm seeing some individuals tune in, saying some waves. What's up, everybody? Hope we're all doing well and amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jesse. Oops. What is going on? Camera just completely fell. What's up, everybody? I'm back. But yeah, I'm excited for it. All right, if you're watching it live or on the replay, either one. All right, if you're watching later on my timeline, on the replay, I want both of you. All right, if you're watching live or on the replay, hashtag I'm here. All right, hashtag I'm here, so I know who's tuning in, so I know who's getting value. No matter if you're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, I look back at all these podcasts, all these videos, and I want to know who's tuning in. I want to know who's in my audience that is getting value, that is implementing, that is, changing their own life. All right. So I hope that's all right. Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. And then I'll go back and I'll look at who is tuning in. Gabby, what is up? Hope you're doing amazing. All right, so I'm excited for this one. I'm going to get the podcast going if you don't mind, and hopefully it inspires you to take some action today, and I know it will definitely help you out. All right, so let me get it going. I'll get the countdown going, and we'll go from there. Awesome. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Men's Fat Loss Made Easy podcast, where I'm here to give you massive value that you can implement on your fat loss journey. Today, we will be talking about, are you sick of being called the big guy? And I understand if you are, right? When I was 30 pounds heavier, I wasn't comfortable with how I looked. Like, clothes were getting tight and I had to keep, doing one of these and trying to, make it a little bit loose over there. And I just wasn't really feeling comfortable in my body. And I was really in my group, I was always the bigger friend, and I would get remarks, right? And when you're kind of considered the big guy, you get used to it and you laugh it off, but deep down, like, it's not the best feeling, right? So for me, I wasn't really feeling comfortable. And like, for some of you that know me, it was really after my knee injury, and I talk about it a lot. I know my clients know a lot about it, like my own story. I broke my kneecap and I put on 30 pounds. And I just, at that point right there, I wasn't really comfortable with myself. And that's kind of what I was talking about. And I was like the bigger friend at that time, and I didn't like that title. So I had to get rid of that title. All right. So for me, I'm literally going to share tactical steps on how I lost 30 pounds and turned the big guy into the fit guy. And these same strategies I teach my clients as well, that are helping them lose 30 to 50 pounds and actually keep it off. All right. So if you're considered the big guy right now, like, I get it. And you might be laughing it off. You might, the coworkers call you, y'all, that's the big guy, that's the big friend. Like, and you might be laughing it off, but really at the end of the day, you don't want that title. You don't want to be looking in the mirror considered the big guy. It's just not a good feeling to have. So let's turn you into the fit guy, which is completely possible. All right. So the first thing that I did, all right, to turn really the big guy into the fit guy is, one, I use those remarks as motivation. I use those remarks as motivation in terms of, like, instead of feeling ashamed with those remarks, instead of feeling ashamed looking in the mirror and kind of seeing, my love handles and that extra fat, like, I would use that as motivation, right? Like, I didn't want to be considered the big guy anymore. And I knew I was going to be motivated to lose that title, right? I just didn't want my name associated with that term. So I kept that motivated. I kept that to motivate me to lose weight and really get toned up and get results on my fitness journey. So the first thing is I really use those remarks, or use being called the big guy, as an advantage for me, as a chip on my shoulder to help me lose weight, feel good, feel fit. All right. So for you, if you're getting, some remarks, or that, like, you're the bigger friend, you're the big guy, use it as motivation to fucking take action. It's something that it's funny because if you think about, like, there's only a couple I could really think of, but I know it happens so often. If you think about, like, Hollywood or some movies or shows that are aired on television, Netflix, whatever, I usually it's like television or some movies, like, it's usually the bigger guy. When they get made fun of, like, people, joke about their weight, like in the movie, it's those same characters that lose like 30 to 50 pounds. Like I'm thinking like of Jonah Hill, right? Jonah Hill first started acting and, in movies, people would joke that he's the bigger guy and, they would do weight jokes. And I could only think like he's an actor, he's going along with it, he's laughing, but it fucking motivated him. And look at him now, he lost over 50 pounds. He lost like 100 pounds, Jonah Hill, right? So that same thing happened and he was considered the big guy, right? And if you don't know Jonah Hill, look him up. You 100% know him if you saw his face. He was that actor that was considered the big guy, the big friend. And, there would be a lot of like fat jokes in the movies he was in. And yeah, like he would, laugh it off, but deep down it hurt him and he fucking lost 100 pounds, right? So he used the remarks as motivation. That's what I did as well. So that's number one. Does that make sense? Drop a thumbs up in the comments if that makes sense, whether you're watching right now or on the replay. Like use the remarks or use the fact that it's a little bit hard for you right now to look in the mirror. Use that as motivation. Don't use it as something to just be like ashamed about and disappointed about and you're low on motivation. Like, no, use it as motivation. Use that fuel, and that simple perspective switch will change your life. Using adversity, using, how you feel uncomfortable with yourself as motivation instead of something to be ashamed of. All right. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up in the comments, whether you're watching right now or on the replay if you're watching live. If you're listening to the podcast, just give me a silent head nod and be like, yep, Danny, I fucking got you. All right. So that's the first thing. Using remarks, using the fact that, you may be the big guy right now as motivation, as fuel for your fire. All right. The second thing that I did to lose 30 pounds and turn, the bigger guy into the fit guy is I focused on my future. All right. This is so important. I focused on my future. Like I still do this, but usually like when I was the bigger guy, I always thought to myself, how do I want to look and feel in 6 to 12 months, right? Because that's what's going to keep you motivated and keep you consistent, right? For me, like I had to think, do I still want to keep being the big guy or do I finally want to lose these 30 pounds and feel fit? Do I want to have future health issues be a burden for me in my future? Or do I want to take action today? I had to ask myself these questions. So for you, if you're watching or listening on the podcast, like think about the you in 4, 5, 6 months. Like, where do you want to be? Time is going to pass no matter what. Do you still want to stay like, a little bit overweight? Do you still want to stay as the big guy, or do you want to feel fit, feel good, lose some weight, and finally feel happy? Like a lot of you are kind of just, really putting these emotions deep down. And that's why I can relate. I'm not just saying this to call you out. Like I can relate when I was 30 pounds heavier. Like I would laugh it off when people would be like, oh, it looked like you gained some weight. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Like it's not that funny deep down, right? We want to actually fix it and you fucking can. You definitely can. And I hope this podcast is helping. So the first thing I did is I used the remarks as motivation. The second thing I did is I always focused on my future. Where did I want to go? That why, like I want to lose weight to feel good, feel confident, and feel better about myself, going into like my career and going into my relationships as well with my friends, family, all that. Like that's my why. I had to keep that why close to me. And I always had to think about my future. That's the second thing I want you to really focus on right there, to turn, if you're the big guy right now, to turn you into the fit guy. All right. And then the last and third thing that we're going to take action on, that I took action on to lose 30 pounds and turn the big guy into the fit guy, was I found guidance. Right? Instead of trying to do it myself, I found help from a coach that already accomplished the same transformation that I was looking to go through. I found a coach that accomplished the same transformation that I wanted to go to, right? Instead of me, wasting time in the grocery store, wasting money on a gym membership, I learned the right tools and techniques to lose 30 pounds and actually keep it off. All right, lose 30 pounds and actually keep it off. So that's really what it comes down to in terms of what I incorporated, was like I used, being the big guy and the remarks as motivation. And I always focused on my future. Like, where do I want to be in 4, 5, 6 months in terms of like my weight, my appearance, and my self-esteem, my self-confidence? How do I want to feel? Because nothing matters if you don't have your health. Nothing matters if you don't have your health. You could be working endlessly on your career, your relationships, but if you're not taking care of yourself, then there's going to be some aspects of your life that need fixing because your health is not in line. You are not in alignment, right? So that's what really changed for me. and focusing on the future, and then also just finding guidance, finding someone that can actually help you out. All right. So if this was all good, this makes sense, I appreciate you. And maybe just drop some fire in the comments. If this made sense, drop it live or on the replay. And if you want some extra help losing weight, feeling fit, turning from the big guy to the fit guy, let me know. I have some free resources available. I could send you to our free DC Fitness community. I put free workouts in there, free recipes, stuff like that. I also have free ebooks as well I could send you. But gentlemen, I hope this helped. Thank you so much. If you're listening to the podcast, leave me a 5 stars, leave me a review, or just keep listening. I appreciate you, and hopefully I'm changing your life. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Peace, love, protein. See ya. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, DC Fitness Squad. It means a lot. If you're watching right now, I appreciate you. Make sure you comment, I'm here. Comment, I'm here, so I know who's getting value wherever you're watching, even if you're watching on the replay. And I hope this was insightful, right? Being called the big guy is not fun. It's not exciting. When I was 30 pounds heavier, being considered the big guy, like, I wanted to change, and I fucking did. And you can as well. So use this podcast, use this live training to freaking take action. All right. I hope I changed one life today, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. All right. Talk to you soon. Peace, love, protein, and we're out of here. See ya.